Okay, well, as promised, it is 11 o'clock, and Darla Christiansen so kindly agreed to be interviewed. And my purpose in doing these is that, well, as pickleball players, we know that we've met so many people that we would have not ever, we never would have met if we had not been playing pickleball. So it's it's a hugely socializing sport. And so that's what Picklebilly is about. And so here you are. We have never met. I know your name. I know you're very involved in pickleball in your area. And so this purpose is really for people just to get to know you more. They're going to be seeing you at tournaments when they come to Las Vegas. And so there you go. So we're going to spend about 15 minutes together. And so tell me, how did you get started playing pickleball?
Very interesting story. My dog ran away from home, and I had some people at my house just doing some maintenance work, and they left the fence open. Well, my dog ran to Steve Cole's house, and if you're familiar with Steve Cole, he's our local pro here in Las Vegas. He's just an amazing player. His nickname is the fastest hands in the West, so he's just a great player. His wife is an amazing dog trainer, and I don't know if my dog just knew that this was a friendly place or what, but his wife, Denise, came outside, and here's my little schnauzer staring at her. And she's like, hello, where's your mom? Looked around, couldn't find me. We didn't at that time know he had gotten loose yet. So she called us, left a message, and I called her back. And when I went by to pick up my dog, they were like, hey, so do you play pickleball? And I'm like, what the heck is a pickleball, right? So I'm like everybody else. I'm like, I don't know what you people are talking about. But so I would see them in the neighborhood for a couple of weeks, and they said, why don't you come out? We are extremely lucky here in Las Vegas that Steve Cole teaches brand new lessons and intermediate here at the Plaza Hotel and Casino. And so people like myself who want to try it out not only have an opportunity to, get out on a court, but you get out on a court with a pro who's a really good instructor.
So if, because like I'm coming to Las Vegas for the Mountain Nationals, and I have gone to the Plaza. We went to check it out. My husband and I played. It wasn't incredibly busy at that time, so I don't think we got the full experience. But if we're there in Vegas, is there a way for us to be able to sign up to get any clinics or lessons with Steve?
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So every Thursday afternoon at 5 o'clock at the Plaza there, and it's on the 5th floor near the pool. Yeah. You can just show up. So this is a free walk-in clinic he does with intermediate lessons. If you're brand new, if you're a beginner, he does those on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. And then Saturday at 11, he follows that up with another intermediate class. So if you are in the area and you're staying either at the Plaza or somewhere near it, drop by. These are drop by. Now, he does clinics that are by appointment. He'll register you so that we make sure we don't have too many people on the courts. And they're usually full. But on my site that I have for new players, either new to Vegas or new to the sport, it's called the New Dinkers of Las Vegas. This is a Facebook page. Yes. We post a calendar up there every month of what's going on. It has clinics, it has lessons, and it's not just with Steve. So I started playing January 2nd of this year. So I've only been playing for about 4 months. I'm not, the greatest pickleball player yet, anything of that nature, but I love it. I'm addicted. It's like crack to me, man. It's so much fun playing. I love it. So, what happened to me was I went on to our local challenge court. We have a great court here, and it's really a great place. And there's a lot of really nice, very, social people. And it's called Durango Hills Pickleball Club. But there's also some really, really good players on there. So I showed up there, brand new, taking a couple lessons from Steve, and thought, I'm just going to jump on a court and, learn how to play. You got to practice, right? Oh, I was crushed in like 4 minutes. done. Okay. And then it got to the point where they were kind of like, oh, she's coming. And they were very kind. But for me, I felt like, oh my gosh, I want to get better so that they don't hate having to be my partner, So I went on a mission to find out, where I could do or what could I do to improve. And I started the Facebook page to get people who were like me, new, or maybe they've been doing it for a while, but they really never emerged as a player to more of an intermediate or advanced level. And so we started doing that. This has been about 6 weeks that we've had the Facebook page up, and we have 250 members.
Yeah.
I do open play call outs twice a day. Anytime we can do local leagues or anything, it's on there. And we usually have about 24 people minimum show up. So you've got someone to play with. And I'm really seeing this group advance. It's pretty exciting. I love it. I love seeing these new dinkers get awesome, emerge as intermediate players, start doing leagues, start doing tournaments. That's a really fun thing. So
that is so exciting. You have 250 people already.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it? It just tells you how much this sport is really taking off, how fun the darn sport is,
Yeah.
And social. People tell their friends about it, and just like you were talking about, you meet people, and I feel like this new group of friends I've made are some of my best friends I've had in my life. I just love them. So what a great way to really start being social after going through this crazy pandemic,
So, okay. So then people can find you, New Dinkers of Las Vegas. And so if, now what if someone's traveling so if they're traveling to Las Vegas, could they get in touch with you and find out where you're playing and what's happening?
It happens all the time. So everybody knows, because I know where the meetups are happening and it's on our calendar. They can either join our Facebook page, or it's actually a Facebook group, excuse me. They can join our Facebook group, or I'm also an officer for Southern Nevada Pickleball Club, which is our local organization here that helps, make things better for pickleball players, bringing on new courts, establishing rules and etiquette for, the courts, and just making it a great experience for everybody. So by reaching out to either Southern Nevada Pickleball Club, they'll put you in touch with me. My information is posted on the New Dinkers Facebook page Facebook group. And then of course, if you reach out to any of them, you reach me. What I do, and I recently just had, Elise came out here from Michigan. We had some people from Minnesota last week. They reach out to me and they let me know what they're looking for and find out where they're staying, what kind of, level they're at. Are they brand new? Are they looking for an advanced group to play with? You can also reach out to me in advance. If you're coming to Vegas and you're like, I'd like to set up some appointments with a pro in advance, let me know. Reach out to me. I'll reach out to the pro. As you know, he's my neighbor. So that makes it pretty easy to talk to him. I'll send my dog over.
Got that connection there.
And it may just be that you're looking to find out, where can I go? Yeah. One of the things that happens here, especially at our local challenge court, is the play is from 9 a.m. to about 1. And then after that, it's dead. So if you're on a working trip to Vegas, gosh, who does that? But if you are, then what I can do is I can help you find some meetups to do some open plays and make sure we get you taken care of.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because there's so many travelers, of course, to Las Vegas, one of the most popular cities in the world.
Destination.
But I imagine there's probably a lot of people in Las Vegas who might be watching this, just who have never played. And since your group is new, all right, so the New Dinkers of Las Vegas, good to know you're there, and, such a wonderful resource. So have you taken any clinics besides with Steve? And by the way, that's really wonderful to know, because I didn't know his name, and good to know.
Yeah.
Have you taken any other clinics at all?
Absolutely. So one of the fun things with me being, and I'm also a USA Pickleball Ambassador. That's a new thing too. And let me just tell you, I did not, get these two really cool opportunities because of my exceptional pickleball playing. They brought me in because I'm, willing to put myself out there and meet people and really welcome people into the sport. So my role within these organizations is just to work with new people. We try to make this a better experience than I had, which is, just helping them find the information, places to go. So Southern Nevada Pickleball Club has been offering some clinics. I also work with JD with the city of Henderson and with Jason Dyer through the city of Las Vegas, and I arrange with them additional clinics, leagues, things like that we do just for these wonderful people, our new dinkers, people who are new to the sport or in that early stages of development. And those are available. I've been taking those. I've actually improved. I am much better than I was. People don't just cringe when they see me coming now. So
we all can relate to that. We all can relate to that.
So it is a lot better now. So
very good.
And we want to continue offering those. So it's an ongoing thing. Those clinics, those special lessons and things like that, they're all on our calendar. On our Facebook group, there's a calendar that you can download from the files section, and it has all of that stuff listed. So if you're planning a trip and you want to know in advance, join our Facebook group. You'll have access to all of that.
Yeah. I wanted to show you, I've learned how to do this. Let me see if I'm doing it right.
There's our group.
Yeah. So there you go. So you guys play at the plaza. Is that where your group meets regularly?
We could. As I mentioned before, the plaza does offer lessons on Thursday afternoon and Saturday mornings. And by the way, I try to offer as many of these things free because as pickleball players, we all know we're not making millions of dollars when we win something in a tournament, So unfortunately, the sport, hasn't drawn that sort of notoriety where we're winning the big bucks. So we try to make it very affordable to help more people get into the sport. You can sign up for clinics with the pro, but they're very reasonable in pricing. I mean, it's very, very inexpensive compared to some of the things here in Vegas. We play, what I do is I will offer locations throughout Las Vegas. So we play at Durango Hills, Lone Mountain. We play at Police Memorial. We'll play up at Skyview. We play at some places in Henderson, like Black Mountain. So if you don't see a location, or if you're not familiar with Vegas and you don't know what's going to be close to you, reach out to me. I'll let you know. One of the things is Vegas is so around it. You can get.
Oh, I'm losing your audio. Can you hear? Oh, I've lost your audio.
What you can do is, can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. You can get anywhere in Las Vegas in about 20 minutes. So one of the things you can do is, let's say that you want to play at a certain time of day. It might be a good idea to travel 20 minutes because you're going to find a bunch of people you might be able to challenge, or a foursome, or an eightsome, or a 12-some.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Perfect.
Yay, good. So that's one of the things is I can let you know if you don't have your own foursome that you're traveling with, where you can go to find people to play at your level.
Yes. Oh, wow. It's amazing that you have really just since January. You jumped in with both feet.
I know. I'm not very good at saying no, obviously. I've learned that. But for me, I've never really been in a competitive sport before where I really, enjoyed it. I love this one. And even at my age, it's easy on the body. I've lost 30 pounds since January. Heck yeah, I love that. So for me, it's about being healthy, being outdoors, meeting amazing people, and having a great time, because that's really what I'm doing.
Well, I from the early stages of Picklebilly starting, you were being active into the site. So I'm wondering, how did you get started with Picklebilly? How did you find out about it? And then what is your interest with Picklebilly? What is, how do you hope to be involved with
So
Picklebilly?
yeah, I love to travel. I've been traveling my whole life. My dad was in the military, so
Mhm.
for me it was kind of a way of life. But I love to do it now. I'm heading to Dominican Republic in December for a pickleball week-long session. So that's kind of a fun thing to do. But as I travel, I meet people along the way. One of my best friends I met in Cozumel on a scuba diving trip, and her and I have been friends for 35 years now, So
Yeah.
to have people around the US or around the world that you're friends with that you can go and spend time with when you go there. When I would go on a trip, I would fly back to Denver and go skiing during the winter with a good friend. And it's such a great thing to have those resources to know people in different places.
Yeah.
And
It's really exciting because as Picklebilly is growing, I am starting to just come in contact with more people. And, like, for example, with you, I'm now meeting you for the first time, but it's like now I know you. I'm going to see you at tournaments. I'm going, and it's just really lovely. And I'm meeting people in Northern California, and I'm meeting people in Spain, and I met somebody from India, and um, it's really exciting, and
mhm.
the potentiality.
I went down to Tampa in February for the Super Bowl. And while I was there, we met a bunch of people at our hotel that go to that same hotel. They met there, 14 years ago, and they continue to go back because it has great pickleball courts and the people they play with are amazing. So that's just one of the best
Yeah.
things about pickleball.
Yeah. Well, another great thing about pickleball is meeting people like you. So I really
Thank you.
appreciate, oh my gosh, everything that you are doing is just lovely. And so many people are going to get to experience this sport and, just find new ways of enjoying this sport, through everything that you're doing. So, thank you very much.
My pleasure. And I love it. I hope that we get more people in. I'd sure love Vegas to be one of the top destinations for pickleball in the US. I know we
Yeah.
can get there, and it's definitely growing here for sure.
Yeah. It's growing everywhere.
I
That's
know.
why we do. Okay. All right. Well, on that note, we'll go ahead and end this. I like these to be a little bit, like about 15 minutes. So I think that's
Perfect.
great for people's time span. And so thank you for fitting this into your schedule today.
Thanks so much, and thanks for bringing Picklebilly to all of us too, because I think that's a great resource to meet people through the U.S.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And let me know if you have anybody who you think would be good, for me to do a broadcast about. I'd love that. Maybe Steve would be willing to talk about what he does, his clinics, or anyone else who you come across.
Awesome. I'd love to. And
Um,
Steve is funny. He's a funny guy. He does a great job with it. So I'll try to drag him into the studio here.
yeah, and you know what? It doesn't. I really want Picklebilly also to be about just regular people. So you could have a high amount of involvement like you do, or a great degree of professionalism like Steve does. But also, I just want to interview our regular players, our beginner players, and then people's stories, because Picklebilly really is about connecting with people. So I encourage other viewers right now who have people you recommend that we get here who are members of our group, please, forward those names to me, and we'll get them scheduled.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Have a good day. Hey, I'll see you in
Thanks so
Vegas.
much.
I will see you.
Yay!
Yes.
We'll see you soon on our
Yeah.
brand new beautiful court. So it's going to be amazing.
What do you mean your brand new beautiful courts? What?
Our sunset courts are opening up their inaugural season. They open up next month. It's going to be pretty exciting.
Wait, is that where the tournament is?
It depends on which one you're going to.
Oh, okay. I'm
I'd
looking
have
in
to
the
look to
mountain.
see which one it is.
Is it called the Mountain Regionals? Middle of May.
Oh yeah, that's it. It's at Sunset Courts.
Oh,
It's the
oh,
inaugural season, and that's the first event because they're not
oh,
even finished yet at this point. We looked at pictures yesterday. They're close, but not quite done yet. So
how
you're gonna be
exciting.
playing on
Yay!
the most gorgeous, brand new, beautiful courts. You're gonna love it.
Love it.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Darla. Thank you.
You're welcome. See you
Okay.
later. Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.